This is Judith chapter 9 and verse 5. It reads, For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before.
So this Judith speaking about the Heavenly Father. She said, look, everything that took place in the earth, you did it. You knew about it. It was your plans from the beginning. Everything that's happening is because of you now, and all the things that's going to come is because of you. In other words, the prophecies, right? You got it, bro. Can you read it again?
Judith chapter 9 and verse 5. For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before, and which ensued after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now and which are to come.
And which are to come, the prophecies. So we live in a time that these prophecies are being fulfilled. Again, what else can happen after this society? Before we finish that, because the Lord gonna say the prophecies are here and they ready. How could this society go on? Just sit there and really think about that. You have people who fighting over if it's more than 2 genders. You got people fighting over if it's right to change the sex of their son at 8 years old. You got people who just strung out on the wickedness that they grew up in this world. The nonsense. People want to be thugs, and you got Lil RT, the little rapper, little nigga. You know, you got parents who they through. All society is done. Even if you want to talk about the entertainment level, nobody really trying to watch the NBA, NFL. Everybody complaining now. It's getting all political. Even that, the politics in America is done. Nothing in order no more. So where could this go? As everybody beefing within the world governments, all the nations trying to go digital. Where could this lead to a better society? No, it got to be a restart. And it will be a restart. Can you get a 2 Ezra 13 in the GMT? It will. You know how Esau, the so-called white man, which is biblical nationality, the nation of Edom. That's the last heathen ruler, according to the Bible. But you know how he got this saying within his government, Ordo ab chaos. Meaning what? Order out of chaos. And they think the phoenix gonna rise. Which even in their hope, it ain't even that, because that ain't even real. It's not even a real bird. So, it's a fake hope, right? But they say order ab chaos, and out of chaos, they gonna bring a new world order. That will happen. That will be fulfilled. It will be a new world order out of chaos. And chaos gonna happen all across the world, but mainly right here in Babylon the Great. 2 Ezra 13, GNT, mainly in Babylon the Great. And then out of that chaos happening, guess who's gonna show up? The one who the world ignorantly called Jesus, which his name is Yahushua, so-called dark-skinned man, and he gonna come and save his people and bring order out of the chaos, which is Jacob's trouble, man. You got it, Doc. You can start at 5 again.
This is Judith chapter 9 and verse 5. For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before, and which ensue after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now, and which are to come. Verse 6, it says, Yea, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand.
It says, yeah, what things? That's the prophecies. Everything the Lord has, he gave his prophets those dreams of old, like it said in Habakkuk. All those things that was written down, that was said of old. It says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand. And that's where we at right now in world history. All the prophecies are ready to go. What prophecy are we waiting on, like, to now, granted, we still waiting on stuff, but I'm saying, like, the MOTB, the technology is here. It's here. People got it in hands and heads. The missiles in the silos. What else are we waiting on to be made to show? Like the other types of powers kind of saying it last night in Revelation 13. They've been saying this for a long time, but now it's like, here, we can see it. What else? It's not, I don't know how to put it. Everything should be obvious. What major prophecy is not obvious right now? No, they are obvious right now. That's why everybody turned into the scriptures. Because the Lord, he said it's ready. Let's get Habakkuk. Since we mentioned Habakkuk too, because none speaking, man. You got it. Can you read that one more time, bro? 35. You can just get focused. And once you like that, yeah, what thing? Yes.
This is Judith chapter, I'll start at 5. This is Judith chapter 9 and 5. It says, For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before, and which ensued after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now, and which are to come. Verse 6, it says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand.
They are ready at hand. Not saying you read it wrong, but they ready right now is the point. You got it.
And said, lo, we are here, for all thy ways are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge.
Right, so the prophet said, we here. The prophecies, that's how they speaking. So what they said, we here. Well, let's read it. Let's read it, Doc. It said, in Habakkuk, it said the prophecies are speaking, and right here they said, lo, we are here, man. We living in an exciting time. This is what Yahushua had to be talking about. When he said, you know, many righteous kings, rulers have, and judges, roughly paraphrasing, have desired to see the things that y'all see, that we see, but have not seen them. It wasn't their time for it to happen yet. Even Apostle Paul, he knew about Esau and what that is, 2 Thessalonians, but he even knew it wasn't time for it to happen yet. It was going to come a time when the wicked was going to be revealed, and that's the same time that everything else was going to be happening, man, at the end. Oh, you got it, Al.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
And the vision, that's the prophecy.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And what they said again, you still got it?
Yeah. Judith chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, yea, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand, and said, lo, we are here, for all thy ways are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge.
Right, so they're here. Now, how in Habakkuk, how are they speaking? To give an example, to explain how they speaking. We got proof now. It was once upon a time when you know, the apostles, elders, bishops, elders, so on and so forth, they didn't have as much proof as we do now. You know? And I like to say tangible proof. We can pull up articles, videos, you know, is there movies? And not just that, we're starting to see it play out in society now. That's how I'm speaking. It's starting to happen. It's becoming obvious. You got it, guys.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
See, that's what get a lot of people, the tarrying part. That's like in between contractions. You know, in between contractions, if you ever, you know, was in the room when a woman was delivering a baby, she'll have that contraction. That the Lord said that's like a plague. And she'll be all in pain, squeezing you, sweating, you know, screaming, shit like that, right? But when that go away, when it stops, she good again. Probably get, you know, a little sip of the water, change the channel, she good again. But then another one comes. See, a lot of people, they get drugged to sleep when in that good again point. And the Lord, he had the contractions fall apart, because what was the last thing? CV. A lot of people fell asleep, went back to the world as it was normal, but the next one coming. And then when the time, it ain't gonna be a long time before the other one after that. It said like a woman giving birth. It says, well, going back to the likeness of a pregnancy. Contractions, they start off far apart, but the closer the child get to coming, they hurt more and they get closer together. That's how the Lord said his play is gonna be. So they gonna be another 5 years to the next world event or event to put fear in people. When the next one happens, it's gonna be another one, then another one, and then another one, man. And then till all hell break loose, which is called Jacob's trouble. All we need is that one kickstart event or events. And let's get these precepts, but what the DHS and the FBI said is gonna be multiple events like New Orleans. That happened in January. You guys set it up.
Yeah, I got a precept. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16 in verse 37. It reads, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, with which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So going into what the brother was talking about, looking at these prophecies taking place is to the point where something is about to take place. And describing it to a woman giving birth is going to be felt, it's going to be a break, but like it says, it compares it to a woman in the 9th month. So it's coming soon, okay? But comparing it to those contractions, like a woman is about to have the baby, They're going to intensify and increase, and they're not going to stop until the baby comes. That's the same thing, like the brother saying, the plagues are coming, and we can see it taking place. The scripture you quoted when Yahweh said, you know, many prophets and righteous men desire to see what you see. Can I read that real quick? Because it's a point I want to get. This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." And that's the most important part. Everybody has eyes and ears, but people really don't understand the times that they're in. They don't understand the mysteries of the kingdom, going into the context, just like the times that we're in. It should be evident that the Lord is about to make his return to this earth based off of what's taking place. But verse 17, it says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them." But just making the point of, you know, being able to understand the times that we're in, because the scriptures let us know that the shit is popping off, and it'll be a blessing to be in the know, you know, understanding the times that you're in.
Yeah, man. Speaking of like the birth of a child, in some situations, the woman would die from that. And this woman in America, which is great whore, Revelation 17 chapter, she will die. And when these prophecies come to pass, it's going to kill her off. That's to the Most High's intentions.
Now I'm just going to read the next verse. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 in verse 39. It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side." So it's coming, and it's going to be felt by everybody on the earth. It's no turning it back. You know, so that's the importance of, you know, getting ready and preparing yourself for these times, because it's going to take faith to be able to endure those times.
So in other words, we in between contractions right now. You know, but what that brother said, that's a beautiful point though. Because think about it, Ezra, he that's why he was questioning the angel. Man, when we gonna get out of here, man? Why it's like this? He wanted to see what we see. Well, shoot, the apostles. They asked the Lord, hey, right now the time, it's about to get our kingdom, no matter what the time. That's why he told them they didn't worry about that. Because the house shall knew, y'all a long way from that. But guess what? If the Lord was here, we was like, hey, you about to get the kingdom, guess what he'll say? Yeah. He ain't gonna tell us y'all got none. Y'all gotta go prophesy again in Papua New Guinea. You know? You know, no, he ain't gonna say that. This the time, we in the time, man. All our forefathers wanted to see it. Enoch talked about it. Yahweh shall go come back with the angels. He was the seventh from Adam. Guess what? We in the time that we about to see that, man. That's why it's so exciting. If you call yourself a believer, if you're not excited right now, or you wake up one day, man, ain't nothing going on. Man, there's a lot going on. And even if we don't see no big news or anything, if you go check the news article, oh, this little everyday shit. Man, you don't think the Lord doing behind the scenes stuff? Remember, one of the things he was going to do was work on the minds of the kings. How you going to see that? But a way to see it right now, you know, get that real quick in Proverbs 20, the heart of the king. You see, he got a spirit on Trump. Look how Trump coming up. He got a spirit on them, man. Whenever brother get it. Yeah, this ain't first term Trump. This ain't Trump that was in Home Alone. This ain't the actor Trump. You see, this the Trump with the horns. The Lord putting the spirit on Esau. We in different times, man. And you still got people out here complaining, if we would have had Kamala in office. Even if so, no matter who in office, America's still gonna get down with the world agenda. They gotta fall in place. You got it, bro.
This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Now, a modern king is a president, a prime minister, a vice president, a world leader. It says the king's heart, his mind is in the hand of the Lord.
As the river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
So when the Lord want to go to war, guess what? And you know the Rothschilds, their mother said, if my sons want to go to war, no. She said, if my sons want blood in the street, you better believe it's going to be war. In other words, If the Rothschild, she said how much power they got, if they want war, it's going to be war on the earth. Right here, can you read that one more time? The Lord feel the same way. So the time, can you get what is it, Ecclesiastes 3, the time and season for everything? Yeah, it's a different time. The Lord won't war now. He don't want peace. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah won't war. See, Esau think he know what war. He think, you think, come on, man, because your blessing the sword. Because you got a military and you made a bomb. Man, look, the Lord is a real man of war. He gave you some of his spirit. You got it, Doc.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Where he will. So if the Lord won't war, guess what? It's going to be war. And according to prophecy, the Lord won't war. And out of all this chaos, it will be a new war order set up. It will be Ordo Ab Chaos will be fulfilled. But for the Israelites' sake, man. But let's get that real quick. Yeah, Ecclesiastes. Let's get Exodus 15 first. Just to make that clear.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is a man of war. The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is his name.
Right. Even that, people would consider the one they ignorantly call Jesus as a man of war, because how he portrayed in this world. You know, when you see the movies, you know, well, in this world you told you gonna come as you are. You know, in the movies he all soft and, you know, and delicate. You know, my son. You know, you don't fear a power like that, man. But right here, it says the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, is a man of war. Think about it. You got people today talk about they how many bodies they got. Shalom, how many bodies they got. You see? You know, nigga, how many bodies, you know, they rap about it. We talk about the person who killed everybody. Brother Most High killed everybody since the beginning of the world. You want to talk about bodies, it's a man of war. It was his idea for World War I. It was his idea for World War II. It was his idea to make a missile. Can you get that? When he said, my sword, the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
54.
Yeah, this the Lord show, man. You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
It wasn't Oppenheimer. No, it wasn't Oppenheimer. Really, you know, Oppenheimer was the main one. There was a lot of different scientists. You know, mainly as we go say right here, you know, German scientists mainly. But it wasn't Oppenheimer, no. The Lord created that. Ain't no man could just wake up one day, you know, I can spit an atom. I'm still asking this question, how you even see an atom? Like, I don't know. Magnifying glass, like, how you get to the microscope? I don't know. But they was doing that, though, to create a missile. You think, and come on, the Lord gave Esau wisdom. This is the laws of the law. That's how we know it's the Lord, but the Lord said he created this weapon. And that's the missiles that we go see shot off in World War III.
Job 33, when the Lord basically through a dream, installed his plans in men. So that's how they came up with it. They didn't just come out of nowhere. The Lord implanted those thoughts in them to be able to do that and figure that out. Because America had to be destroyed by these weapons, so they had to be created somehow.
Job chapter 33, verse 14. For Yahweh power speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
So that's how the Most High do it. Right? He says when a man is in a deep sleep. So it's not that you can recognize, oh, I feel the Most High working on you. You're not even going to notice. You're going to wake up and think it's your own ideas, your own plans and thoughts. Right? Before coming into the truth, that we know that the Most High controls everything. Right? But the average person don't know that. They feel like they come up with all of the great ideas and whatever this and that. But speaking specifically on the missiles, the Lord put that in their minds to do that. It's not just Esau, he was just so intelligent, right? Or like you know I say the Germans are the smartest, this and that. The Lord gave them all of that. Right? This is the Lord's weapon. They don't even look at it. Because when they get shot off, he said the Lord's spirit is gonna be in them. So they ain't gonna have no control over that. Even when you go into Joel, the 2nd chapter, they shall not break their range. The Lord controlling all of that.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
It's like the smith, that's going into the actual scientists. Man of those German scientists, a blacksmith, a modern blacksmith. Back then, they, you know, with the fire to be something, you know, but now they splitting atoms and making weapons. You got it. So the Lord said He even put the Spirit on them to create what they created. You got it.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for His work.
For His work, not for their work, for His work.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Come on, man. He gave you this opportunity to destroy your own world. That's what's really gonna happen. Esau, see, he think he cold like that, and he created this weapon, but the Lord had him create this to destroy his own system, his own setup. You taking out your own blessing through your blessing.
Live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Hey, man, that's a lesson. Esau taking out his own blessing through his blessing.
That's right.
You was given the world, you gonna take the world away from yourself by a blessing you was given by the Lord from the sword, man. Come on, man, that's cold. Just like Haman. Haman thought he had a bright idea. I'm gonna make some gallows for Mordecai. I'm gonna have him hang it, the city go see him. And then he, just to tell you how the Lord already had it set up, it was just one Mordecai, right? Because now I have to go back and read in Esther. I don't remember if he wanted to hang Mordecai and his family. I don't remember saying. I remember it was Mordecai, if I'm not mistaken. But they created multiple gallows, and it was the right amount for him, his wife, and his children to be hung on.
Yeah, I think she requested that his sons be put to death too.
Okay, con, water. But yeah, but it was the right amount for his family to be hung on right along with him, man. And the brother just said Purim just ended, which that's spiritual because you had the Medo-Persian Empire at that time, but the influence of why they was about to come down on Israel was because of who? An Edomite. An Edomite, Haman. That's why. It was all Haman that started the whole thing, an Edomite, man. He got in Xerxes' ear, and Xerxes said, well, look, write a letter to everybody and I'll approve it. And that's the letter that went out and said, look, we all trying to come together, and that's what's happening now. The nation of Israel always been in the way of these nations coming together, man. Always been in the way since the beginning. The Tower of Babel, it was Eber and his family line, you know, those who believe, the sons of God. You know, even in the time of the Maccabees, it was Israelites. Why these niggas just don't eat this pork like everybody else? Why they got a problem with it? And why they got to fight back? The Maccabees, the Romans, the time of Rome, the disciples, the apostles, so on and so forth, even and now. This message is getting these people away. The Israelites are a problem once again, man. But going back to that, you had Haman send that letter. And that's why they came down so Purim. They was trying to judge us, but the Lord flipped the lot, and they was judged. Esau was judged out of that. Haman and his family instead of us. The Lord spared us. And that's what's about to happen again. The Lord gonna flip the lot and judge Esau and spare the nation of Israel, man. What you had, huh? Let's get that. Let's get that
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1.
This is going to win a new time. New things about to happen. New things about to happen, man. You got it.
Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Everything is a season. And I was listening to, I believe it was Eldar Riala. He was kind of going to Pax Romana. And I didn't really get into it as much as far as looking it up myself. But if I'm not mistaken, at the time of popular ad, that's when Rome was kind of falling, and they was kind of saying pretty much, let's build it back up.
Okay, yeah, I have to go back.
Okay, kind of. You know, but when you go back in history, when empires started to fall, they always had a last effort of, let's bring it back to where it was. Then it fell. That's where we at right now. Make America great again, golden ages. This the last ditch effort of being brought back to life. And so that's how we know it's even about to fall. But when they shall say peace and safety. You can finish that. So we're coming into a different time, man. Things are changing. You got it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill.
Like even at today. So like, now you good. I was listening to old interviews from people in America that was born in the, brothers be looking at all type of, but it was like interviews of people who was born in the 1800s, just giving their perspective of life at the time, so on and so forth. And then, watching stuff from like the early 1900s, but then they got on baby boomers, right? And I seen, they said from, I think it stopped at like 65. I forget the years, like 50 something the baby boomer years, but it was saying after World War II that every year after that, I forget the first year was like maybe 4 million babies was born in America, but after every year it increased like 1 million, like millions every year. So that was that baby boom era. The point is, that was the time to be born. For example, that was the time of life. Now the law about to kill a lot of people. You got the dates?
Yeah.
1946, that's when it started, to 1964. And it says within that time, it was 76 million babies born in America. You see? Also, but even now, the law is still bringing children in this world, but for what? For judgment too. He got those Central and South Americans coming over here, not just to be immigrants and all. No, they're coming over here for judgment too. And he might spare some, but yeah, a lot of people, it's time to die now. And the law it's time to judge. You see? You about to say something?
Peace and the American dream and all this. But it's gonna happen much worse than where that came from. How the Lord about to have things pop off, the things that the Lord about to have happening over here, they're gonna wish they would have never came. Well, Isaiah 13 chapter speaks about people fleeing, some people fleeing back to their own land. That's how bad it's going to be. You gotta go.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
So I'll read this real quick. So Pax Romana from the AI overview. See, AI giving answers now. It says Pax Romana was a period of relative peace and stability in the Roman Empire that lasted from 27 BCE to 180 CE. It says the term is Latin for Roman peace. Now I'm gonna jump down. It says who ruled during the Pax Romana. It says Augustus, the first emperor, began the Pax Romana. Marcus Aurelius ended the Pax Romana, and other notable empires included Tiberius, Caligula, Nero, and Hadrian. So Nero, hey, you notice that, So, but you got it, all right? You finish reading a little bit of it.
I'm going to jump
When they say a time of war,
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
We ain't in a time of peace. It's a time of war. Like the Lord got his mind set on destroying them. Right? Just like he said, Revelation 18, right? The sands have reached on the heaven. So a judgment has to come. It's open for America. Every kingdom in the scriptures always had a time to where the Lord allowed them to rule, and then he take them out of power. It's like what Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter, like the brother was reading, a time to plant and a time to basically root up what was planted. America was planted, Esau was planted. But now it's time for the roots to be taken out. When Malachi was the 4th chapter, he speaks about that he shall neither leave from root nor branch. You got it out.
That's because I just want to make sure I'm straight, read a little more. But it said the Pax Romana ended, and I kind of do a little research on it too. But it says the reign. It says how did the Pax Romana fall? But it says the reign of Commodus ended in 192 AD with his assassination, which sparked a civil war that brought an end to the golden age of Roman history. So, but I don't know if this is before or after, so Salakia, I have to look a little more into it, So, you got it,
Malachi chapter 4, in verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
That don't sound like peace to me. Say the day come that shall burn as an oven. What's that talking about? That's talking about the destruction of America by nuclear fire. Right? America will be burning. That's why it's referred to as the lake of fire in the book of Revelation. All right? What people mistakenly think hell is, a place you're going to be burned. It's talking about America. This place will be on fire. All right? And it said that they that are proud, what is it? Say that part again.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble. So they're just gonna get burnt up, right? And we don't even know. We know that nuclear fire ain't nothing to play with. We ain't never witnessed nobody get, burnt by that. Or the amount of damage that it can do to a person. And we know it's tragic though, from how the scripture describes what's gonna happen, how people gonna melt. Right?
When you go to stubble, it's like straw. And straw, when you add fire to it, burns fast, like the brother said. The elements are gonna melt like fervent heat, so you're gonna melt. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right, so neither leave neither root nor branch, because if the root is left, it can grow back. But Esau's not coming back into power, because after Esau's rulership, who's destined to rule? The Israelites, right? Jacob. And it's going to be a rulership for eternity. Nobody else coming back into power. All right? So there is no making America great again or restoring it back to how them days are over with. Right? Take balm for her, if so she may be healed. There's no healing for this place. Right? This place has a cancer, has a sickness, right, that cannot be healed.
I just want to read this. It doesn't bother me. I want to, make sure we're right. So this from Wikipedia. It says the Pax Romana is roughly a 200-year-long period of Roman history, which is identified as a golden age of increased and sustained Roman imperialism, because it started 27 BC. So that was 27 years before the law. So it was a long period of time how they was growing and becoming a nation. I just read it. It says Roman imperialism, relative peace and order, prosperous stability, hegemonic power, and regional expansion. This is despite severe revolts and wars and continuing competition with Parthia. It is traditionally dated as commencing with the accession of Augustus, founder of the Roman Principate, in 27 BC, concluding in AD 180 with the death of Marcus Aurelius, the last of the 5 good emperors. So it was a span of time. So like I was wrong on that. It wasn't at the end that they were trying to, get themselves back going and talking about a golden age. So Salaki, I was wrong. It's the beginning of their empire, rising, becoming great, and it, started fading towards the end. But like Shamala would just said, now the golden ages are done with. Can you get Jeremiah 51 for that, brother? Let's get that Malachi.
This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
And that's the spirit they're in right now. Even back then, but Esau, he feel like, well, look, we losing to where we was, this power we had in the earth. People don't look at us the same, they don't fear America the same. Well, we gotta get back to where we were. And that's why Trump coming out, and he really about America first, as he would make it seem, But Esau really want to build back. But watch what the Lord gonna say is over with. All kingdoms had a time, all nations had a time. It's over with. You got it.
It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Right, so they're going to try to build, they're going to try a digital system, they're going to try a golden age, but that's when the Lord go break it down. And that's in Job the 20th chapter. When you try this new world order, that's when he going to begin to break you down, man, even more. You know, and that's why it's beautiful to see. You know, all we have to do is come out here and prophesy in the Lord's word or do what it's supposed to do. Time. Just let it play out. See, Esau time is against him, not us. He have a short time. We have forever. We have forever. He got a short time. Well, you got it, whatever you do. Job 20, let's start at 15.
Job chapter 20, verse 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah power shall cast them out of his belly.
Right, everything Esau gained in his time ruling, since really since the Greeks, the Romans, because Esau got a lot of ancient artifacts, gold, you know, different relics. Esau got a lot of stuff from history. They go and dig up the earth. They still probably got a keg of that wine Yahweh Shai made in Cana of Galilee. Ain't no telling what Esau, man. I'm being funny, but you know, but Esau got old. Well, it said it in Wisdom of Solomon too. Let us get the best wine of the earth. Not saying they got the lowest though, but Esau got everything. The Lord said, whatever you have gained in your time ruling, all of it's gonna be gone. All of it. Let's get that real quick, guys.
This is Sirach, or Ecclesiastes chapter 10.
Oh no, just get the. Oh, you should. That shit over. You're not talking about Sirach 10. Sirach 10
This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8. It reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And I wanted to get this because the way Esau ran the world, the Lord said what he got go be translated from one people to another. They ain't just go disappear. Because when we go back, the Lord said he go take everything from Esau. Right. That's the beginning of us getting everything. You see? Not saying we go leave this world with anything. Right? But the Lord about to bless us, man. Esau got his blessing. Look at what he had. But the Lord go take everything from Esau. It even said that in Job. Even with his wisdom, you know, they plans ain't working like they used to. They can't fake the people like they used to. Their wisdom being taken from them. So on and so forth. But ultimately, they domain over the earth, this whole beast system, the authority that they have over the people, over lands. But think about it. We supposed to just be on the earth and somewhere be, but you got to get a passport, an ID, go through approval to fly to, you know, to do what you want to do. You got, even in America, you got to go through checkpoints and have a little easy tag.
Or just imagine what it's being up and just having everything, but then losing that. That's how the Israelites were. That's how the Lord did that to us. We was the Lord took everything from us. But Esau gonna be like that for 1,000 years, a 1,000-year period. But he's never gonna rise again. They gotta deal with that. And we got a hope of returning back or even better than we were before. All right? But Esau, he gonna be through.
Job chapter 20, verse 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah power shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Now this going into Esau, the wicked. Can you jump up just to get who it's talking about? Like verse 4. You say the wicked. Yep, verse 4 real quick. Just to get who we talking about, because it keeps saying he. Who is the he? It's talking about the wicked. Esau, Edom, and the brothers just got Malachi 1 and 4. The wicked is the nation of Edom. You got it, bro.
Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?
But for a moment. When you think about it, Esau really had a short time to rule. I'm talking about in here, this American time. That's quick. We already at the end of it. We don't got no remembrance of what was. We just here now. 249 years, you made it. Bro, we about to have forever. Like, think about that. Think about that. So it says, no, it's not this of old. All kingdoms had an expiration date. But especially Esau. You don't think his end coming? That's what our forefather Asaph said in Psalm 73. Because he even was like, man, why is these people winning in the earth? Why is the wicked winning? and I'm over here serving the Lord, and I'm living a hard life. But he said until he got into the scriptures, went into the sanctuary of the Lord, then he understood it. Then he understood therein that he says it's gonna be a slippery slope. As soon as it started, it ain't gonna stop. They gonna come down quick, like the brother said. Think about that. Especially these elites, even these everyday rich Americans. You know what's a rich neighborhood? River Oaks.
Sugarland.
Overnight they gonna be turned into a homeless person. When Jacob's Trouble kick off, overnight they gonna turn into a homeless person. That's, I think, man, you was talking about that a while back. These homeless people, when Jacob's Trouble happened, these homeless people gonna be living better condition than everyday Americans, because they're used to the struggle, you know? But the point is, think about overnight, even in America, when Jacob's Trouble start, these people gonna lose it. Now, on a bigger scale, the elites, they ruling everything. Overnight from them, never had to work a day in their life. They had I don't say, you know, in this world they say, man, you had a silver spoon growing up. No, they had gold spoons. They probably had stones and shit, right? Rothschild and them, but they had gold spoons growing up. Overnight, they gonna get their ass drugged out of some underground tunnels, get their ass beat up and put chains on them and brought to the Lord. From that day to 1,000 years, you gonna be a slave. Think about that, man. That's what's about to happen. Let's read it, Doc. You got it.
He's the man in the field, right?
Get your ass in the field. Hit him with that Sparta kick. Get your ass in the kick. This is Israel.
Job chapter 20, verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Boy, that's gonna be something to see though. The Rothschild up in the field and shit, never working a day in their life. Man, you got it, Ox. I like it.
Job chapter 20, verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
It's all gonna be over. Can you jump down back to 16 or 17? It's all gonna be over. It's all gonna come crashing down. And when that happens, nobody gonna be in the kingdom talking about, man, tell me about Alexander the Great. You know, yeah, tell me about well, El was here, Jake. You know, we believe. But you know, they ain't gonna be asking about no Edomite history no more. Rome, man, how was Rome like America? America ain't gonna be looked at as the great nation in the kingdom. That's gonna be like, bro, that was a wicked ass place. You know how we look at Sodom and Gomorrah now? That's how everybody, children in the kingdom, like, man, I heard, man, y'all, Abba told y'all the story about America. No, he ain't tell me. He said it was a scary story. He can't tell me yet, you know? You know, he said, yeah, people thinking that men thinking it was women, you know? But yeah, that's gonna be a place of shame, man. That's gonna be a place of shame. Ain't nobody gonna worry about Rome, the Greeks. Really, nobody gonna ask about no other heathen nation once we rule. That said that in Daniel 2, once the stone come, the whole statue gonna be broken and blown in the wind like chaff, which means it ain't gonna be thought about no more. You got it, Doc. Let's finish that.
Job chapter 20, verse 17. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
And my daddy told me got dragons involved over there right now. And you know, Mufasa, he was told don't go on the dark side by
Elephant graveyard.
What is that? What's his Scar? Simba. Remember Mufasa told Simba, don't go over there on that dark side. You know, that's how America gonna be looked at, the dark place over there, them wild animals. You know? That ain't gonna be no wild, that's gonna be a place of what not to do. And that's gonna put fear into these other nations from here on. You got it, bro.
Job chapter 20, verse 18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
Think about what the Lord is saying right here. Can you read that one more time, Mark? And he's talking about Esau.
He said labor, it don't mean he worked, actually worked for it. It's like the precept is to I'll show you how you got it.
Job chapter 20, verse 18.
And you know what's cool as we read on is we're going to Imal too. You know, the sword, and he had the people working, it's all going to turn on them at once.
Job chapter 20, verse 18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be.
I'm gonna stop there. Well, you got a little more.
It's a comment. It's a little bit more.
You got it.
And he shall not rejoice therein.
Right. according to his substance, shall the restitution be. What was Esau's substance? That's a question for any of y'all brothers. What was his substance that he was given? The earth. Shall the restitution be. And when you go into the word restitution, one of the similar words, or I think it's in the definition, or like a similar word, but it's reparations. It's reparations. One of the words, I think it's an etymology maybe, or it's like a similar word to restitution on Google. You know what I'm saying? How it shows like similar words. But the point is, our people crying about reparations. Kendrick Lamar, it is for the acres and the mule. We ain't about music. You feel me? Man, if we way past that, even if niggas get a mule, they ain't gonna know what to do with it.
No, cuz.
Well, knowing the nigga, they'll probably cook it, you know,
man.
scared to touch it, taking a picture, you know. They ain't gonna know what to do with 40 acres. They ain't gonna know how to build. Now you probably got some people out there, but even if Jake builds something, man, you gonna be beefing. You gonna have niggas on the corner of it. They gonna want to have a, come on, man. Same American shit that's gonna be on your 40 acres in a mule. And so it ain't gonna work. We want what the Lord, we want real reparations. We want the world, man. That's what the Lord is saying. According to his substance, shall the restitution be. You got it, out.
They gonna be spilling mules and shit. They gonna be mule gone.
Can you read it?
Okay, restitution, I just typed in synonym. I guess I got the definition too. This is on Google. The restoration of something lost or stolen to its proper owner.
Woo, see, that's cold. We the proper owners of the earth and everything. Although Esau, he got it first, talking about the blessing. But who was told it first? Isaac was. Jacob was. Think about it. Jacob was told you go get the world and all that. He was told that first, so the world really his. Esau still just got it because Isaac, all right, well, I gave your brother, you got to serve your brother. It was already set in place. So it's really for Jacob. Khan. You see? Really before anything was, you know? Pastor Paul, but the point is really ours anyway, so they're going to restore it to its rightful owner. This is the real reparations you should be looking for. You got it.
The second definition, recompense for injury or loss.
See? Reparations. For what you've done. Reparations.
And then, like the brother was going into, the synonyms, compensation, recompense, reparation, damages, you know, so on and so forth.
So that's what we're looking for. We want what the Lord told our forefather, man. You got it, right? So it says according to his substance, shall the restitution or what would you say? Reparations be. You got it.
When we started 27. So let's get Isaac blessing too. This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 36. It says, and he said, Salaki.
Let's start at 28. So this when Isaac went into this when Jacob went into Isaac, right? And you know the whole story. He made himself as if he was Esau, you know, just for drama's sake, just to make it a good movie. You know, the Lord, he could have did it how he wanted to do it, or he just could have went with it from the beginning, right? So this how it happened. Jacob went up in that stink, smelling like outside, and Harry. You know how he did? Cause he said, Esau, you my son. You smell me. Yeah, you smell like the field. That's white people today. They got a natural funk ass dog smell, especially when they get wet. That's Esau. He had the same smell.
It's raining too, right?
See?
This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 28. Therefore, God give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth.
Now check this out. He talking to Jacob. Jacob got it first.
And the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be lords over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Woo, that was specific. Because how many How many sons did Isaac have? Two. He made sure Esau's all nations go bow down, but specifically Esau, man. And let your mother's son, that's what it said,
Yeah,
huh? Bow down to you. The only other, you know, was Esau. So specific, mainly Esau, but all nations go bow down to Jacob, you know? You got it.
It says, cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blessed thee.
We can read.
Okay, verse 30 says, and it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob.
I picture that. So he just got his blessing. It's confirmed. Now it's done. It's done. You got it.
It says, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting.
Now see, check that out. So look, check that out. So soon as Jacob left out, so like say he walked out this way, and as soon as he got out, Esau coming around. Esau coming around now to tell you how Esau, he always been the same since the beginning. Can you get his words smooth to the brother? The what was in his heart? He never, what did it say? He broke through his But, which one did it say? Both covenants? Okay. Just let's get it real quick.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
20. That's the point. Yep, that's the point. Now check this out. Because what Esau did to the Native Americans, he promised them all kind of shit, had treaties, covenants with them. He broke all of them, right? They was trying to be nice to him, get these blankets. And what it was, smallpox? Gonna drink some of this firewater. And now get drunk and shit. He drunk on a reservation. To this day, right? To this day. But Esau been that's his spirit today. But we're gonna go back to show that's been in the forefather spirit. When he go up there to Isaac, he said, Father, I'm ready to get blessed. But hold on, didn't you already told your brother you swore and you gave him your birthright? Just to show when he swore to Jacob, he ain't really mean that. He ain't really mean that. He was just saying that because he thought it was just them two talking like the Lord wouldn't go hold that to you, man. That's even to show, hey, even conversations we have with one another. That's yeah.
So, unless he really did mean, but then later on down the line, like,
Buyer's remorse. Yeah.
and let that happen.
No, man, you got it, dog.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Broken his covenant. And then Jacob says, after he, what we gonna read it? Jacob said, swell. Swell, man. Then he said, what is it gonna do for me? You got it.
You read now,
Yeah, we already read that one, right? 21. We already read that one. That's kind of cool. I just want to get he broke his covenant. That's in their spirit. You can keep going on that. So Jacob just left out from getting a blessing. Esau coming in now.
It says, Genesis chapter 27 and verse 31. And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me.
He going up in there asking for the blessing. Come on, Abba. Because you know it said Isaac, like Esau, that deer he made. Which even today, you know, we say Esau can't cook. White people don't really got seasoning. They can't cook like, but when you talking about barbecue and smoking something, boy, Esau got it. Like the pit master show, Esau can, he called on that pit, but like regular, he ain't got it. They ain't got it. They ain't got it. But you do got some Edomites out there who some pit masters can smoke, you know? They know what they doing with that, right? Esau had that same spirit. Isaac, he was fucking with Esau deer. So he came in and was like, look, I got what you wanted. Come on, stand up to bless me. Showing he forgot about this. Let's read that real quick. Genesis 25 when he said, like 40 something. Let's see. 32. 2 and 30. 28. All right, 28.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Now see how the Lord even, man, the Lord cold. Now Esau was a bad man. He was a skilled hunter, just like Esau is today. He got bird whistles that sound like a bird. They make the whole thing with the camouflage, just staking out a deer and shit. Esau, a wise hunter. Esau was a wise hunter back then. Remember, they got that from him. How we got our spirit from our forefathers, you know, they got that from him. But on this day, the Lord didn't have him catch nothing. He ain't get nothing today. The Lord didn't have nothing coming around, probably missing his shots, getting frustrated, came back with nothing. Then he seen, you know, Jacob cooking, got the seasoning going. The Lord probably had a wind blow right over Esau's nose. You see? Went over there. Now you got it out.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
See, hey, he went straight forward. He went straight forward, because, and you know, it's spiritual, and so cold, it had to be on his mind, though. It had to be on his mind. He probably was thinking, you know, for that to be the first thing out your mouth. Hey, brother, can I get some food, bro? I'm tired. Send me your birthright. That's the first thing you say? That's what you think about? Come on, man. You got it, Doc. The Lord had to put it on, you know, probably put it on Jake's spirit to kind of consider, like, man, you know, you got it, though, bro. Because it was his in the first place, though, you know? You got it.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day.
So see, he knew his brother, swear. He told him, swear it. He probably knew Esau from growing up with him. He be lying and shit. They say he was the wicked are estranged from the womb. They're going straight speaking lies. And he grew up with him. That's his twin brother. You don't think he knew him? So he said, swear to me then. Let's see if Esau swore.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 33. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
He didn't care about you about this, huh?
Yeah, he gave him the lentils and everything.
It's kind of it's crazy, bro. Cause it's like it had to be the Lord, bro. Cause how could that just come in somebody's mind, like Jacob mind, like, all right, shit, I want you to sell me your birthright for this food right here. Like that's not even like a reason.
It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Like, but the Lord had that
apples
happen.
to apples.
Yeah. It's like you trying to, I cook something, you trying to get out of give me a house.
Yeah.
So, that ain't.
Hey, he went straight forward, bro. That was it. Let's go back to that.
This is Genesis.
Let me go get that EP on second of the six. This where we at right now is the point. That blessing he got, because again, no other nation was given the rulership over the whole world, right? But Esau. Oh, but let's hold that Job 20 on back still. Okay, keep that on back. But Esau. So everything according to what he got, if that's gonna be the restoration, so the next people who gonna take what he got, guess what they gonna have? The world. So see, it only makes sense that the only two nations who was given the promise to rule the whole world is Esau. We're his now. It's only obvious that we about to get ours next. If our Lord come and get this, and he got to give everything up. You think Yahushua gonna take half in? I'm gonna just get Jerusalem and I'm gonna give Putin. No, we keeping everything, man. Plus more. Plus more. You got it, right?
This is Genesis chapter 27 in verse 32. It says, I'll read 31. Genesis 27 and 31 again, it says, and he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau.
And remember why he didn't use some people like, well, how he didn't know that was his son? Isaac, his eyes was going dim. He was becoming blind, so he couldn't really see well. You know, remember Jacob hooked himself up. He made himself smell like outside. Put some hair on him. Even Isaac, he was like, man, you ain't my son. He was like, yeah. You know, trying to probably put his voice like Esau, yeah.
He smelled like Esau, but he heard his voice. It sounded like Jacob. So he was fucked up like, what's going on? Imagine being in there. Like, you know what's going on?
And what got him, he said, come over here. When he touched him, he felt that hair. Like, okay, you Esau. You my son. Right? But now Esau coming in like, Father, get up, eat your food, and bless me. So now Isaac, he like, oh shit, you got it.
Verse 33, and Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? It says, where is he that had taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten of it, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him.
And have blessed him. And the thing is, you can't take that back. He couldn't go to Jacob and say, hey, I'm gonna take that. No, it's confirmed now.
I'm gonna finish it out. It says, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed.
It can't be. See, so Esau can't continue to rule. We have to get blessed. We have to rule the world under Yahweh Shai, man. We have to. It's biblical prophecy. Esau, you was given the blessing, but we was also given it as well. You got yours first, being the firstborn. Now it's falling. We about to get ours, man. And that can't be changed. You shouldn't have gave it up. We could jump down to like 40, to 40, and we're gonna get some.
This is Genesis chapter 27, in verse.
Let's get 30. Let's get 38. So look, Isaac still gonna feel sorry for him and bless him, but for prophecy's sake, because all this had to happen. Alexander the Great had to come. Right, the stomach of the statue and the thighs of the statue, the legs had to come, Esau and Rome. The feet and the toes, the beast system revised. All America, all this had to be. So Esau still had, the Lord still gave him something. You got it.
Genesis 27, in verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right, so right here, now we see why it's a such thing as a Karen. This is what he did. He turned into Karen mode. Think about it. Karen to come try to antagonize you, and once you do something, she try to call the police, crime, play the victim. That's Karen. Esau did the same thing. You crime, but you sold your birthright. Then he gonna talk about, man, you sure did name him right. You name him Jake Yaikwab because he sure did supplant me. You gave it. He said, he asked you, that was a fair deal right there. You could have said no and probably went find something in the house. But you was so hungry. Because you know why? Esau living the now, man. He living the now. He want everything now. Hungry while I wait. Obey your thirst. He couldn't wait. I'm sure you think Isaac and them ain't had nothing in the house. You don't think Esau had no meat left over from all them deer, you know? Come on, man.
Oh, some must have had this stuff probably like a month. Just being hungry on him. Like, I gotta get this shit down. Get this shit up.
Man, Elder Tyler Pop, what you always say? Abraham had it, he was balling. Isaac had it, he was balling. So going to that, you think he ain't had nothing over there? He had nothing in the house. Come on, man. But this is why it had to happen for prophecy's sake. You got it, bro.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Same thing that was given to Jacob, right? The fatness of the earth.
And of the dew of heaven from above.
Same exact thing.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
Jacob was never told he had to get it by a sword though. We just gonna get it because that's how it is. Yahweh shall go be sent, we just go get it. Esau gonna have the same, he got the same blessing Isaac had, the sword, the resources in the earth, everything. But he said, but by thy sword shalt thou get it. By thy sword shalt thou live. And that's how we know it today. And that's how we could, another clue on how we could prove that the so-called white man is the nation of Edom. Because by his sword was he able to take over the world. Even going back to the Greeks. Oh, especially the Romans, because they was the ones coming with that iron back then. You know, they had the iron weapons, some shields. Today, America, how they got dominion over the earth? Bombs, man, dropping bombs, put fear into everybody. It was like it said in Revelation 13 that the revised beast was gonna do. But by the sword have America taken over the world. But again, it was never told that Jacob had to use a sword. All we gotta do is prophesy and just let time be. Let time play out. You got it, bro.
Verse 40 again, it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Shalt thou live.
Oh, Gad, when he came over for Gad and Reuben. Bro, Gad and Reuben was whooping their ass. I heard stories, he used to be Gad. I'm gonna say Reuben. He used to be Reuben. You know? He used to be Reuben, you know, both of them, but ride on the horse, right? And Esau them out there. Now, mind you, they had the little gun. You know, the shit like that back then, swords and shit, right? It say, Reuben jump off the horse, run, chop him up. You know, they probably got swords enough, but chop him up, run back, get back on the horse, and just keep going. Come on, man. So Esau had to come with what? A Gatling gun. That was like the first machine gun. These niggas move too fast, and we got the swords. But you probably had Gad, Reuben, because remember, that was your warrior tribes in the half tribe of Manasseh. Bro, Esau was probably coming swinging this. Again, that was something else I was watching today, like Columbus period. Bro, they had a benefit, so to speak, over Gad with the swords, but you know, over time, they probably got dodging that shit as they swinging. They had to come with a Gatling gun. But that's what gave him dominion over everybody, that blessing that he had the sword, man. But let's finish that. We could read that next verse. Because it's going to say, but once he realized Jacob had the blessing, that's when he wanted to kill Jacob. Same thing about to happen now. Once they realized, damn, these niggas, this is really happening. Our kingdom really falling. What they saying really happening. We see, they see more chariots than us. Brothers know that. They see him defining all that. Esau know we about to get this blessing. Guess what they want to do? They want to kill us now. Jacob's trouble. Revelation 12 and 17, they want the ones who got this word, the testimony of Yahushua, and who keep the ways of the Lord. Because they see we about to get the blessing. You got it. I can really get 2nd and 6.
Genesis 27 and verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Now that's not talking about the kingdom. That happened in history. For example, like we was the time of David, they had Esau in subjection. But you know, eventually Esau came out of that. You know, even you can go to the Holy Roman Empire, or the Dark Ages, as they would call it. Esau came out of that at the Renaissance. But this one, when we rule, Yahushua come back, he ain't coming out of nothing no more. Because why he came out of those? Because he had to be here for the end to rule the end. He ain't say he was gonna come out of this one. Got it.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
And that's why really in spirit, these so-called white people really don't know why they hate us. But it's truly, one, they see we better than them. But they don't, the elites know, but the average person don't know. But it's truly because we have the blessing. And that's why these elites, they make it a point to make sure our people dying off, poison our neighborhood. So they make it a point to kill Jake off because they know we have the blessing. Now the average person don't know that. It's just in their spirit to hate us because, you know, that's how it was set up while we was in the womb. But mainly it's because we have that blessing though. That's why, man. And when he seen Jake had that blessing, that's when he wanted to kill his brother. Now they see we about to get the blessing, that's when they gonna want to come down on us, man. You got it.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So that's the point we at now. We about to get the blessing. Esau want to come down on us. Let's get that real quick.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right. From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born. So Because Ezra asks, when is going to be the separation of times? Like, when all this going to be over, we suffering in captivity, when we go finally get them blessings you was talking about. He told him, he go give a hint right here. He said, from Abraham unto Isaac. From Isaac is split when Jacob and Esau were born. Remember, Esau came out, but Jacob Hill was on that. It's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Why?
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world.
Esau, the so-called white man, woman, and child, is the end of the world.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
It's just Bible prophecy, man. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we gonna rule next. The Israelites, man. Which again, that's the names we've been given in captivity, and it ain't just to the people who look like us. You can look like any nation, but if first and foremost, if your bloodline go back to the nation of Israel, you're Israelite. But we ain't gonna find that information out today. So if you can believe in this message, the prophecies, what our Lord look like, so on and so forth, you could very well be an Israelite. But we gonna rule next according to Bible prophecy. It said that the nation of Edom will be the last heathen ruler on earth, and our Lord will come back to an Edomite rule empire, and then we gonna get that blessing that was promised to us by our forefather Isaac before Esau, man. That's where we at right now, and it's clear to see. So it ain't gonna be Russia, which that's the Edomite nation. They not gonna rule next. Kim Jong-un ain't gonna rule next. China ain't gonna rule next. The Israelites gonna rule next. Well, that's it.
This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Because he know he have a short time. Esau know the time ticking. He even got on this doomsday clock, what, 8 or 9 seconds to midnight? You know, which that shit don't mean nothing. But they know the time, they time fastly approaching. You got it.
Verse 13. Verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Right, so Esau mainly want to come down on the Israelites, especially those who have this truth. Because you see, our kingdom is about to be here, man. Our Lord coming, and here is over. But I want to get that Job 20 again. Can you read that restitution part?